The clock ticked past midnight at Nakamura Lounge, the last customers drifting out into the warm Manhattan air. Elijah was wiping down the bar, his feet aching, his dreams shelved quietly behind tired eyes. He was 29, a black waiter with a degree in hospitality and a resume that collected dust while he poured sake and cleared dishes. That's when she stumbled in. Wearing a silk dress that likely cost more than his rent, she tripped on the step and fell into the booth like a bird too tired to fly. The hostess was already locking up. Elijah raised a brow, uncertain. "Sorry, ma'am," he said gently. "We're closed." She looked up, her eyes glassy, red-rimmed. "I just needed some quiet." Elijah could have called security. Could have asked her to leave. Instead, he brought her water. Her name was Asami Takahashi. She slurred it through sobs and whiskey breath. A Japanese billionaire who had slipped from the headlines in recent months. Divorces, lawsuits, hostile takeovers. Her life had turned into a tabloid mess. Tonight, it all came crashing down. "I built empires," she muttered, tears smudging her mascara. "Now I can't even remember why I started." Elijah didn't pretend to understand the world of billionaires. But he understood brokenness. His mother's death, his father's absence, the scholarships he barely held onto, the restaurant jobs he used to patch up a dream that never bloomed. Still, he stayed. He listened. He got her a warm bowl of miso and tucked her purse under the table so it wouldn't be stolen. When she insisted on walking herself home in heels she could barely stand in, Elijah walked beside her. Across the street, through the cold. No cameras. No Instagram. Just human kindness. When they reached her luxury penthouse, she paused outside the glass doors. "You think I'm a joke, don't you?" she whispered. "No," he replied softly. "I think you're tired. And hurt. And maybe tonight you just needed someone to care, not someone to cash in." She stared at him for a long moment. Then nodded once, and disappeared behind her door. The unexpected turn. The next day, Elijah returned to work. He didn't expect to see her again. But 2 weeks later, she returned, this time in the afternoon, sober and poised, with 2 men in suits behind her. The staff froze. The manager straightened his tie. Elijah was in the back, cutting lemon slices. "Asami Takahashi's here," the hostess whispered. He came out, wiping his hands, nervous. She stood in the center of the dining room like royalty, only her smile was soft, almost shy. "You didn't take anything," she said. "Not my purse, not my name. Not even a photo. You could have sold me out." "I wasn't raised that way," Elijah replied. She nodded. "Do you still want to run a restaurant?" His throat caught. How did you know that?" She pulled a folded napkin from her purse. His name, written in neat block letters on a resume he had dropped years ago at this same restaurant, was scribbled on it. "I built empires," she said again, "but I forgot how much one person can mean." Then she handed him a key. "To your restaurant," she said. "In Harlem. Japanese fusion. Under your name. I'll fund it. Mentor you. But this time. I'm not the owner. You are." Opening day was electric. Locals lined the sidewalk. News cameras rolled. Elijah stood at the doors of Kokoro's Soul Kitchen, tears threatening to spill. Asami was there, smiling quietly from a back booth. He walked to her. "Why me?" he asked, still struggling to believe. She shrugged. "Because kindness is rare. Especially when no one's watching." Then she raised a glass of green tea and toasted softly, to the waiter who reminded a billionaire how to be human again. Kokoro's Soul Kitchen flourished, not because it was trendy or celebrity-owned, but because it was built on heart. Elijah hired youth from his neighborhood. Taught them. Mentored them. Fed the lonely. Donated meals to shelters every Friday night. Asami came often, but never as a CEO. Only as a friend. In time, more billionaires sat at those tables, not to be served, but to remember. Kindness didn't ask for headlines. It just quietly changed the world, one night, one bowl of miso, one act of selflessness at a time. Sometimes, the smallest kindness in the darkest moment can rewrite a future, not just for the one who receives it, but for the one who gives it, too.